Is that any better? Ah, okay, so it's a Monday, can you tell? So as we discussed on Saturday, we are going to be swatching the Derwent Chromaflow 150. Um, so hopefully you can all hear me now. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Britt. Thank you so much for letting me know. Hello, Laurel. Yeah, it's a Monday. Can we tell? So I will be zooming in so you can see each individual swatch as I swatch them. This is a preliminary swatch, so will not be the completed swatch chart. Normally what I do is three different swatch charts. I do a preliminary, a rearrange, and then a proper swatch chart. The proper swatch chart will have the pencil numbers as well as the colors on the swatch chart. So don't mind. Hello, Angela. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Catherine. Good evening. Yeah, it's a Monday. I got to work today and everybody's got the sniffles and I just stayed over in my corner and hoped nothing got on me. But it's all good. It's all good. So we will do the full swatch of the full 150 Derwent Chromaflow colored pencils. I did get the pages finished if you haven't seen them from Saturday and from last week. So I did finish this one. That's all finished up. And that, of course, is a Jane Madej. And this one here that we started on Saturday, I also finished that. And that, of course, is a Kevin Teo. So those are completed. I did get home from work to find some Happy Mail. It's always good to come home from work to Happy Mail. My husband bought me a couple more books that should have been under the tree, but they didn't come in time. Uh, this one here, which is from Crystal Vogels, sorry. This is all Connie's fault. Another wonderfully adorable Under the Sea book. Um, I was, I did want the other coloring book that goes with this one. Unfortunately, this is not a coloring book, but it does give me a really good idea of how she paints and colors her pages. So it's still an adorable book. I don't understand any of the stories, but it's really pretty. So that was my happy mail that was on the counter when I came home today. Yes, definitely Connie's fault. Just saying. Yes, I hate Mondays too, especially when I have to go to work. Actually, it's not that bad. So I'm going to zoom you in and we're going to get really close, so watch your eyes. And there we go. Let me know if it gets blurry or anything. Hello, Noelle. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Sue. Welcome. Oh, well, that's never good to have a bad Monday. So this one here is Citrus Yellow, which is 0010. I'm just going to be putting down the numbers of the pencil for this chart, not the names, because I can't print small enough, but I can type small enough, so the names will be on the finished chart. It's a nice lime yellow, lemon yellow, very pretty yellow color. I really like the Chromaflow pencils. The only thing that I don't like about them is they are a little thinner than the normal pencils that come from Derwent. This one is 0020, which is Parmesan. And when I do the secondary swatch, what I normally do is I take each and every set of color, so each like yellow, orange, that sort of thing, and I go through this chart and I put them in color order, so going from lightest to the darkest. I do leave them in the tin the way that they came until I've gone through and rearranged them. Yes, Parmesan. This is number 0030, which is lemon. The one good thing about Derwent, just like Faber-Castell, is a lot of the pencils are already in their families, not particularly the order I would put them in, but they are in family order, which is always helpful. This one is 0100, which is sun yellow. And other than the citrus yellow there, the one that looks like a limey yellow, I would move that one. But so far they're in fairly good color order, for the yellows at least. Fell asleep around 2. Wow. That's either late or really early. Hello, Deborah. Oh, I would love to do the speed swatch. And I will be doing the speed swatch. But I'm going to do it live first. So this is 0110, which is sunflower. And like I said, this is just the preliminary. When I go through and rearrange and then type it into the computer is when it will be available on the coffee shop, Kofi, whatever. Yes, Mandy? Move it over here just a little bit. This one here is 0120, which is dandelion. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Bob. I hope you are doing well. And I haven't sharpened these. These are directly out of the box. I'm not getting a waxy film. Like I said, on Saturday when I actually colored with these, it didn't feel like there was any waxy film or anything like that. So this one is 0130, which is soft yellow. And it's colors like this one here where I would readjust it. So I would put this color at the front of the colors instead of back here because it's a very soft yellow, very light in color. I'm going to adjust that because it's not quite showing the true color. It's showing too orange. Go that way. Thank you. That's better. Oh no! Yeah, I have never had any troubles with them with breakage, but I am on carpeted floor, so yes, we've got soggy weather here as well. This one is pineapple, and I do have the 72 set as well as the 150. I got the 150 for Christmas. This one is 0150. And as you can probably tell, it comes in numeric order in the tin. This is called Sandcastle. And I do believe my 72 set I kept in number order. Yes, I always put the lighter yellows next to the white. That is correct. This one is 0200, which is amber gold. I usually start off with white, light yellow, into the bright yellows, into the orange yellows, and then into the peach tones and the oranges. Hello, Brooke. Nice. This is 0300, which is Golden Sun. I know a lot of people aren't fond of them, but I do really, really enjoy them. I think they're a really good pencil. Like I said on Saturday, the only thing that I do find that I need to get used to is the thinness of the pencil in comparison to the other Derwent products. Because I haven't colored them in quite some time, I do find that I am um, pinching down on them a little bit harder than normal. So this one is 0305, which is Sienna Gold. Such pretty colors, though. And so far, they're pretty good in order. There is a couple of them that I would move around, but so far they're pretty good. Ugh, yeah. Once they hit that hard floor, most pencils, once they hit a hard floor, is um, difficult for them to come back from. This one is Mango 0310. Yellows are usually in most sets, usually in fairly good order. It's when you start getting into the purples and the pinks where my brain kind of goes boom. Oh, I do have a swatch chart for those. This is 0320, which is butterscotch. I do have a swatch chart for the 300 set on my Ko-fi shop, if it's any help. Hello, Nessa. Welcome, welcome. um, well, in by the time they get there, it'll be 2025. Does that still count? This one is 0400, which is flame. I like the Maries too, and they come in such a nice, the nice heavy plastic case, like plastic trays. It's a cardboard box that they come in, but they have some really good plastic trays that keep them well protected. So, and the cardboard box is really thick and heavy. So, I still have mine in their cardboard box. I just can't bring myself to putting them in a case. Yes, the lead itself is the same size. It's just the barrels are smaller. This one is 0405, which is clementine. Yeah, it's the wooden part is thinner than a typical Derwent. So if you're looking at the Color Soft or the Light Fast or anything like that, it's going to have a thicker barrel than the Chromaflow. And it's more of the wood that's thicker, not the core. And this is 410, which is melon, 0410, which is melon. See, in this one here, I would have before these ones. Hello, baby. Welcome, welcome. Number 0415, which is Orange Crush. So what do you guys want to see more of in 2025 on my channel? Um, with me working, I have to plan things out a little bit better than off the cuff like I have been. So what do you guys want to see more of? This one is 0420, which is Autumn Blaze. Now I have printed this on the Nina cardstock, so it's not on Amazon paper or anything like that. It is on the Nina cardstock. Good day, Aspie. Happy New Year. No, they are not thicker, that's for sure. They are thin pencils. And this one is 0430, which was red orange. I know you don't like the Chromaflow. And hello, Shannon. The core itself, I do believe, is about the same as a regular pencil, though. It is a 4 millimeter core, so it's just the pencil itself is really thin. Skin tones, light shadows, This one is 440, so 0440. Well, I do a swatching video on, well, I do a swatch on all of my colored pencil sets. And like I said, they are all, many of them are available on the Ko-fi if you want to download them. So this one is Carrot. It takes a very long time for me to do the entire process of how I organize them and that sort of thing. So it would be quite a long um, series of videos because I'm slow at it. Hello, Jennifer. Oh, that's so sweet. That is sounds like so much fun, Deborah. So this one here is Cardinal Red, which is 050. Typically, I do this quietly by myself with music, so doing it doing it live is definitely different for me. This one is 050, so 0500, which is Scarlet. These did not smell, Shannon, just so you know. The 150 set did not smell like cat urine. I still think you just got a weird set. I hope you are feeling better. I have been putting little post-its all around me so that I know whose videos have come out and which ones I need to watch. There are so many of them that I have not had time to watch. This one is Pure Red, which is 0510. Oh, I'm sorry that you can't get rid of the headache. This is number 0600, which is Strawberry. This one is 0610. Let's make sure I'm on screen. There we go. Which is Pompeian Red. Yeah, it's very possible. I got my set when they first came out too, but it didn't smell like yours. This set didn't smell at all. It smelled like wood when I opened it. This one is 0620. which is sangria. Has some really pretty reds in it, though. I'm really enjoying the selection of the red. I'd like a couple more of the true reds, but yeah, the June Gold I have don't have names or numbers on them, but they are really nice pencils and they're great for small details. This is 0630, which is Shiraz, which is a lovely deep burgundy red. You can yuck all you want. Not everybody does not have to like the same thing, Shannon. The ink tints are wonderful. I like the ink tints. It does have quite a few pinks. We're coming into the pink and red color, like the pinky reds and the pinks now. So this one is number 640, 0640, I should say, which is Turkish Delight. Hello, Alex. Hello, Tiffany. Happy New Year. So this is Turkish Delight. Exactly. It'd be all blah. And this one here is 0700, which is salmon or salmon, whichever way you want to say it. And this is a very light salmon color, so it's a very pale pink salmon, almost Pacific Northwest salmon. I like pink salmon. I don't like red salmon, so that's close to the color of the salmon I eat. And this one is 0710, which is ash rose. Yes, Wednesday is New Year's. This is 0720, which is deep vermilion. Yes, the Derwent Chromaflow. Hello, Callie. Welcome, welcome. I missed you coming in. I am so sorry. This is 0800, which is blush pink. And I had something on the tip. This one here is 0810, and that's hot pink. It's a pretty pink. Nice dark pink. Very pretty. Yeah, I didn't realize how many Derwent pencils I actually have until I was going through them the other day to figure out which bag to put these in. This is 0820. And that is Cherise pink. And this is 0900, which is magenta. Which is pretty. More of a purpley kind of pink. Yeah, this one is 0905. Nessa, I will warn you that collecting pencils can be addicting. That's my pre-warning. I like pretty pencils. I want them all. You need a video on the difference of Derwent pencils. The different types or what makes each set different. And this one is 0910, which is ultra pink. And now we're starting to get into those pinky purples, which I prefer to put these types of colors in with the purples as more of a red violet kind of color than a pink. I think it's more of a purple than a pink. Yes, yeah, book collecting too, yeah. This one is 0920, which is orchid. And when I zoom out after we're done, you will see what I mean by the differences in all the colors next to each other, and why I switch them around sometimes, because I have a requirement in my brain for things to go from light to dark. And this one is 0925, which is rose pink. And you can probably tell with this one it would be moved because it is a very light pink. Like so light you can barely see it on the camera. Yeah, the lower cost sets will surprise you sometimes. Sometimes they're not wonderful. Um, but yeah, with practice and patience, you can pretty much get any set you want to color beautifully. This one here is 0930, which is Pink Heather, which is also a light pink, but it's a medium light pink. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, that would be awesome. This is 0935. And see, this one here I would not call pink at all. It is more of a deep purple. So this is called dusky purple. So I would call this more of the dark purple areas. I wouldn't put it at the start of the purples. Yeah, yeah. This is 0940, which is midnight mauve or mauve, whichever way you want to say it. Also one of those red violet colors. I do find sorting the purples one of the more difficult ones to get into color into a good color order. This one is 0945, which is deep rose. And I'm going to move it out over a bit. Nice. That sounds like heaven. This is 0950. Yeah, one of the downfalls, of course, to lesser expensive sets that are not open stock, of course, is replacing them can be difficult. If you are a collector like me, those lesser expensive sets, by the time you go through all of the pencils of that set, or even one of the pencils of the set, if you have as many pencils as I do, um, it would be decades. So once again, that one was Hollywood Pink. Sorry, that was 0950, and it was Hollywood Pink. This one is 0955, which is Wild Berry. So I don't worry too much about open stock. I have, other than the Prisma white and black, I have not had to purchase any open stock pencils to replace anything yet. So, and this one here is 0960. The one thing I do kind of require, one of the things that I really prefer, is that pencils have a number and a name, um, just so I don't have to number them. And that's just me being lazy. I do have little stickers that I can number them with, but that's just me being lazy. So that was a Mardi Gras, which is 0960. And we're coming to the end of the first tray. And we've just got two more to go. This one is 0965, which is Oyster. Which is a very pale, pale white pink color. It's got a little tiny bit of pink in it, but more white than anything else. See, this one here would be put at the start with the whites. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This one here is 0970, which is light mauve or mauve. 0970. Also a very, very light color. More of a pink than a purple though. Sometimes the colors are a little bit deceptive when they're next to a purple or a darker color. Let's see if I can make it so you can see that color. It's very, very light. Um, it'll look more of the pink if it's next to a purple. If you put it next to a pink, it'll look more of a purple. So be careful of that. So this one here is 0975, which is French mauve. Yes, I do like it when they have unique names. And this is more of a dusky or grayed, a little bit of a grayed lavender color. It's pretty. It's very pretty. All right, so that's tray number one done. Now we're going to move down here. That is a lot of books since May. That's a lot of books. This is 0980 and Light Heather. I'm on a tighter budget, so I haven't been buying much of anything. And since I started working, I'm not getting as much color time in. So there's no point buying a whole bunch of stuff that's just going to sit and collect dust while I'm at work. So I figured this year I would use what I have. If I get something new or if something really, really, really strikes my fancy, I will get it. But I don't really need anything. This one is 0985, which is amethyst. I have, however, pre-ordered the Kirby Roseanne book that's coming out in March of the Dark Fairy Tales. So I did order that one. Somebody was asking on the weekend on Saturday about gory books, and I couldn't remember the name of some of the gore books that I've seen. And Mythagoria is one of the ones that I was thinking of, and I couldn't remember. So this one is a little funky. It seems that I have a oddly damaged pencil here. And it was done in the factory because it is completely dipped. So you gotta be careful with that. This one is 0990, which is mauve or mauve. I wouldn't even be able to flip through that many coloring books in that amount of time and actually pick a page out of any of them. I have gotten pickier with my coloring books than I have with my pencils, if that makes any sense. There are a lot that I just don't color. I love the pages of them. I love looking at them, but I don't color in them very well. Yeah, somebody fell asleep on quality control. Yeah, there's been a couple that had, well, there's been one that's had a rough barrel, but rough barrels is, not too bad. It's when you get half a pencil. A little bit concerning. This one here is 0995, which is dewberry. And for the high-end name and brand that the Derwent company presents themselves, you would think that their quality would be a little bit more above what they are in some of the pencils. Some of them have different quality issues that they don't affect the pencil at all. They don't affect the lead or the way they color or lay down. It's just the exterior quality sometimes is a little to be desired. This one here is number 1000, which is lilac. And we're getting into more of those pink or more of those blue purples, not the red purples now. More of what I consider to be of a pure purple color. It's a pretty color. And this one here is 1010, which is Aztec purple. Yeah, I have some specific artists that I buy every one of their books, like Selena Finette, Molly Harrison. I really like the R.J. Hampson and Ruth Saunderson is an absolute um, instant buy, and so is Karen Myers. This is 1100, which is Violet. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. It's Emily's fault. Which I do believe started with um, Belinda. So we won't blame it 100% on Emily. And that was once again 1100, which was Violet. This one is 1105, which is dark purple. And Kevin Teo. Yeah, I do have a lot of Kevin Teo too. Kevin Teo is another one that I do purchase a lot of his books on instinct. I really like his books. But I do prefer to buy his year-end books. I feel that they have the best of everything he's put out in the year in them. So this one here is dark purple, which it definitely is dark purple. Joanna, I have to be in the mood for. This one is 1110. Definitely not an instant buy for me. Some of her things just have way too many leaves. This is Midnight Purple. I did color a lot more portraits this year than I normally do. And I do find that I really enjoy coloring portraits. So before I wouldn't color too many of them because I was terrible at it. But I do really enjoy coloring portraits. So yes, they are spendy, but they are absolutely wonderful because they do have all of the best of what he's put out in the year in it. So this one is 1111, which is Picotea Blue. And this is another one of those colors that is going to be a little bit deceptive. Next to the purple, you're going to see the blue, but if you put it with the blues, you're going to see the purple. So it is one of those end of the line colors in between the two. And this one is Egyptian blue, which is 1112. Yeah, it all depends on whether or not they're independently printed or if they're printed by the Amazon company in the area. So a lot of books are printed locally to where you order them, like where you live. So if you have a print facility close by, it will be printed close by through the Amazon printing abilities and that sort of thing. Another one that I really, really enjoy and I will be coloring more of in the new year is the Christine Caron. I didn't color nearly enough of her work this year. And of course, another one that I do want to buy more of, but a lot of her stuff is Etsy based. And I have a lot of PDFs that I keep forgetting I have, which is, of course, oh, fudge, Ruckers. I absolutely love her, and I've had her on the channel, and my brain is suddenly decided it wants to be fried. And my camera color has gone all wonky. Oh, here I go. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that. I even undid my camera and reloaded it, and it's still doing that, which is really annoying. Monia Gates, that's the one I'm thinking of. I would love to get some more of her work and color more of her work this year as well. But watching her color really intimidates me. So this one is Lagoon. There's so many really beautiful portrait artists out there that I want to color them all. I need to buy another Lana Green book. hmm This one is 1122. One of the things that that I do have intentions of doing in the new year is going back to the oldies, and as I get further into work and the new shift change that's coming up, I'm going to be doing the what used to be Collection Mania Monday. We're going to do that as a Throwback Thursday, and we're going to visit and revisit all the sets of pencils that I have collected, because of course some of them didn't get visited because, yeah, I collected them afterwards. So I'm going to start doing that again. This one here is Mariner. The previous one was Peacock Blue. 1122 is Peacock Blue. This one is Mariner, which is 1123. And I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Sorry about that. Now, hopefully, I don't have too many more coming, which I do. Oh dear. Usually I do that in the morning. I don't know if I'll be able to finish another one yet. Mariola Budek is another one that's absolutely wonderful that I do need to color more of as well. There's so many really, really nice ones that I just don't color enough of. This one is 1130, which is Iris Purple. Oh, now I'm gonna get the sniffles. Great. So this one here, of course, would get moved. It does not belong in the blues, though I can see why they put it there. It just doesn't belong there. It's a purple. I do not have a book called Enigma. Thank you. Um, I have not heard of them. I can take a look after stream and do a little bit of research for you, but this one is oh, Gal Galacos. The islands blue. The Gal. Oh, I hate it when my tongue does not want to work. It's Glaucous. Blue. The I know the word, but my tongue does not want to say it, and I hate that. Galacose. Yeah, words are hard. Exclamation point words because words are hard. That's a pretty color. This one is number 1200, which is denim. Galacus. Galacose. Yep, does not want to come out. Now this is kind of a bluey purple, um, or a purpley blue, whichever you want to put it. These two here I would definitely move. This one here I would move just because of the way that they show. Now, what I will do when I'm moving things around, especially ones that are in the blue family, is I will put them on paper next to the purples and see how blue they look. And of course, comparative to how blue they look or how purple they look next to the blues. This one is 1210, which is lapis blue. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That means you're all ready to go for New Year and hang the new calendar and uh, yeah, it's a little bit too purpley for me. There's a couple in here that are a little bit better for skies. This one here is 1220, which is blue orchid. This one would be good for a transition from the dark to the light for sky. This one would be good transition if you're doing purples into blues. It'd be a great transition for that. That's awesome. This one here is 1230, which is periwinkle. They're a really nice color. Very gray blue color. And touch of purple to it. This one's 1240, which is Carolina blue. Oh, yes. Angela does such beautiful work. She is such a sweet colorist. Wonderful lady and just absolutely brilliant when she lays down color, that's for sure. So once again, that was Carolina Blue. And then this is Centauri, Centaurini, sorry, which is 1250. Centaurini. And as you can probably tell, the blues are quite all over the place, so I would sort those into light to dark. Now with blues, you have to kind of blues and greens, you have to be very diligent on dark, medium, and light, because sometimes it'll look light next to something that's dark, or something that's dark looks a little bit medium, and sometimes it can be a pain in the butt. This one here is 1260, which is brilliant blue. And then you start getting the blue-green colors, so the blues that have a little touch of green in them, and then as you progress into the greens, they start having more green. And then you progress into the green blues, which have a lot more green in them. Just make sure you don't miss the gap there. So this is 1300. And this is blue, just straight old blue. You are welcome. I'm glad you were able to come and hang out. I appreciate you being here. This one here is Blue Yonder, which is number 1305. Another one of those gray, light gray blue colors. I like I like the gray blues. They work so nice for things like snow and ice and transitions in the sky, clouds and things like that. Yeah, any mythographic would be great for that. And yeah, definitely Alien Worlds by Kirby Roseanne would do that as well. This one is 1310. You can definitely get some really wild pictures in mythographics and in Kirby books. I'm going to be doing more of the monotone pages in the mythographic book that I have as well. This is 1320. Maybe I'll do monotone Monday, which is deep sea. And after I get into my regular schedule, I will have more time to do things like put out videos because I will be home a lot earlier However, I will be going to work a lot earlier as well, so I'll be leaving here at approximately 5:30 in the morning my time. So I will be getting home later, or earlier, but I'll be leaving a lot earlier too. So that one was Deep Sea. This one here is light blue, which is 1400. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the alien world, you can just go crazy in that one. That sounds like fun, yeah. This one here is sea blue, which is 1405. Now the one, like I said before, the one thing about Derwent and all their sets is they do come in numeric order. So they are easy to put back away if you don't mind them being in just number order, which is great. And they are still in color family. I need to rearrange them to go from light to dark so that they don't drive me crazy. This one is 1410, which is Bondi Blue. Now, as you can tell, we're starting to get into that blue-green. So blue-green is blue with a little bit of green in it. And then we'll start transitioning into the green-blue, which is green with a little bit of blue in it. Good night, Dawn, and hello, Bee. This one here is Orient, which is 1411. This one is Mineral Blue, which is 1412. This one is 1420, which is teal. Don't ask me how they decide what numbers to put on the pencils because I have no idea. It's like, what happened between 12 and 20 here, you know? But yeah, that's that's the way they do it. And then this one here is 1500, which is turquoise green. 1420 was teal, if I didn't say. Bondi? Bondi. Ah, okay. Thank you. Bondi. This one is 1501, which is the Caribbean green. So as you can see, we're still in the blue-green, green-blue area, but we're gradually getting more green than blue. This one is laurel green, which is 1502. Now this one here I would probably put down in the grays as a gray-green, or at the very end of the greens as they're starting to go into the browns. And then I'll probably move it back because it does have a touch of blue in it. And this one is 1510, which is eucalyptus. Yeah, I have to leave here at about 5:30 so I can get to work by 6. I have a thing about being late. If I'm not 10 minutes early, I'm late. So, and here we have traffic, and at around 7:30 when I normally leave for work, if I don't leave a little bit earlier than that, I get stuck behind school buses, which gives me a bit of a panic attack because I know I'm going to be late if I get stuck behind a school bus. This one here is pastel mint. And we're getting more into the light blue-green colors. This one is 1530, which is cactus. Close to a gray blue-green colors in these ones. They've got green, they've got some blue, but they've also got some gray in them. So really interesting colors. I like my gray greens, I'm just saying. Some of them are sold open stock, some are not. I do believe the original 72 are sold open stock, but the new 72 that brings it up to the 150 are not. I do believe that they have said that they're opening up to the 100 European set into open stock, but I'm not positive on that. So this is 1535 field gray. Yeah, got a plan for traffic and school buses, and the early morning shift that I'm going into, I'm not going to have to worry about that too much. Coming home a little bit more because I'll be coming home at about 2:30. So I'll hit that school traffic coming home, but this one is 1540. which is obsidian green. You need 1510. It's got a really good selection of those dirty greens, which is cool. Not a lot of sets have that gray green, olivey kind of tones in it. They have a few, but not a whole lot. But this has so far 4 of them, which is pretty cool. And then we're going with pine green, which is 1550. Lovely color too. Now we're moving more into the greens. Yes, yes, the Pablos are fantastic. I love the Pablos. My appreciation for gray greens is actually Mary's fault, Shannon, just saying. I don't know. I would have to look. Nice. So that was number 1600, which was basil or basil, whichever way you want to say it. This is 1605. She does like her dirty greens. So this is mint leaf. Yeah, she taught me to appreciate dirty greens. That's awesome, Nessa. This one is Green Meadow, which is 1610. Yeah, I wish the Posca pencils would come out in a larger set. That'd be cool. Oh, sorry. I hope he's okay. Poor Baxty boy. This is 1620. My mom's dog used to have seizures all the time. This is Tropical Rain. They used to scare the heck out of me. It's a pretty color too. All right, now we're getting into the yellow greens. So we got Foliage, which is 1700. This one is olive yellow, which is 1710. And this is approximately where I would fit that 0010 in, because it does have a green undertone, but a highly yellow overtone. So I would definitely put it in with the green yellows. I use an electric sharpener on them, so this is 1720, which is key lime. Which is a nice lime color. All right, and tray number 3. Okay. This is 1730, which is spring green. We're coming into those brighter green colors. Now the Chromaflow is one of the largest sets that Derwent has in the 150 set. The Color Soft is a 120 set. And then I do believe the rest are 72 or 100. I do believe the Light Fast are 100, but I'm not positive on that. I'd have to look because my brain isn't working. But most of their sets are a 72 set. I know that the ink tints are 100, so I think they are slowly moving their other sets up, but I'd like them to come out with a few more in the um, drawing. That'd be nice. And in the graphitints. I would like to see more graphitints as well. This one is 1800, which is grass green. Yeah, I think the Pro Color is 120 as well. I'd have to look. Yeah, it's just a basic brand. Yeah, it's like this. It's just a little tiny one. You can get them for like $4.99 or $5.99. And this one here is 1801, and it's olivine, olivine, olivine. Again, this one would get put in with the dirty greens. This one is 1802, which is light olive. So now we're getting more into the brown greens. This one is 1810, which is pear. And would be one that would go at the start with the light yellow grains. Both are not my favorites when it comes to metallic. I do like the unicorn purple in um, the Arteza, but most of the metallics in the Faber-Castell set, they work great as an accent or a addition to other colors. I'm not fond of them on their own. I do find that the Prisma, the Barol Prisma metallics are quite nice though. So that one was Lemon Lime, which was 1820. This is 1825, which is Chai. There are some metallics in this as well. And as you can see, we're moving into those light brown green colors. Has a little bit of an undertone of a lime green, but has a lot more brown in it. Welcome back. Is Baxter okay? Oh, I am sorry, Deborah. I hope you feel better soon. Lurk away, darling. 1830 is Pickle. Yeah, it's not the same. And Pickle would be moved as well. That goes more into these kind of gray-green colors. It's got a bit of brown in it, so it's a little strange, a little odd to work with and figure out where it goes. This one's 1831, which is leaf green. Not what I would consider leaf green, but it's a little dark for me for leaf green. Yes, not good for your back at all. This is 1832 is Lincoln green. I have missed you though, Shannon. I'm just saying. I really miss being able to watch you guys in the morning. I did watch you doing your journaling the other night, but I was lurking, so I didn't want to say anything. My brain was sideways and upside down, so but I did see you doing your reading journal and that sort of thing, working on showing all that sort of stuff. So that was 1840, which is mocha. 1845 is oak. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it looked great. This one is 1850, which is Dijon. I think it was Sunday night or Saturday night when you were working on that. I thought it looked really good. Could have been Friday night. I don't know. My brain is, like I said, mush by the time weekend comes. So, and this is 1855, which is saffron mango. As you can see, we're moving from our green browns into our browns. And I'll move the swatch chart down so you can actually see what I'm doing. Just for the fun of it for y'all. I think they look great. And these is 1860, which is brown sugar. I think they should call it light brown sugar because there's just not enough molasses in there for the dark brown sugar. It's definitely a light brown sugar color. And this one is 1870, which is peach sand. I do that all the time. I had somebody read one of my notes at work and on one of my accounts, and she said, "What?" So I had to go through and fix it because my fingers were working faster than my brain was. I was hitting things that I wasn't supposed to. So this one is 1900, which is burnt sienna. This one is 1910, which is spice. This one is 1920, which is redwood. So as you can tell, we've got our yellow browns into our orange browns. And then we're going to start moving into the red browns and then the black browns. This one here is Raisin, which is 2000. Move it up there. This one is 2001, which is Bourbon. Now we're coming into those brown kind of colors. You're going to start seeing it get darker and more into that, leaning towards that really dark brown. There's a couple coming up that I would probably put elsewhere, so. This one here is 2002, which is Nutshell. In a nutshell. A good color for a nutshell anyway. And this one here is 2003, which is Willow. This one is 2004, which is Licorice. And if you've ever bitten into licorice, you will see that it's a blacky brown color. If I had to choose between the Chromaflow, the Polychromos, or the Holbeins, I would pick the Holbeins. I do like my Holbeins. I don't use my Holbeins nearly as much as I should. Alright, this one here is 2010, so 2010, which is Coffee Bean. Oh, Shannon. This is 2100, which is natural brown. Another really great one from Derwent is the Light Fast. Those are really nice as well. The Color Soft is a good one as well. all of those are a lot thicker than the Chromaflow in barrel wise. I do believe I had Bob measure the cores on between the Chromaflow and the Colorsoft, and we did find that they were close to the same size in the core. This one here is biscotti. But the barrel is definitely thicker. And of course, there is always different grades to every manufacturer. So there's always a student grade, there's always a child's grade, there's always, a college student grade and artist grade. So you always have to be careful, comparing the different the different sets available in each brand. So this is definitely one of those higher student grades. I would not say that they're on the same level as, say, the drawing or the light fast, but they do definitely have their place. So that one was 2110. I'm sorry, I didn't read off the name of that one, which is Morning Mist. This one is 2120, which is Pebble. Yes, polys are fantastic too. And in comparison for price wise, these and the polys are pretty close to the same price. And I would choose my polys over these at the same price point. These do have more colors, but the polys are a thicker pencil and they do lay down a little bit smoother than these do. This one is 2130, which is Basalt Gray. But I also really prefer an oil-based pencil is, my go-to is oil-based pencils. So yes, absolutely you can live without the luminance. The Lumis are a wonderful pencil, but they are expensive, and you can, as a colorist, you can definitely live without them. This one is 2140, which is Carbon Gray. Same with the Holbeins. You can definitely live without them. There are so many good sets of pencils that are not, five, $600 that work fantastic for adult coloring. This is 2145, which is Almond Frost. And move it over. This is one of those weird colors that I would have to play with and see where it fit, either in the pinks or the browns. And of course it decided that it's going to do its zoomy zoom thing. There we go. Let's see if it can not autofocus every 3 seconds. This one here is 2150, which is Red Storm. A matching pencil to my sweater. 2000. My sweater is a deep burgundy brown color. This one is Red Storm, and it's 2150. A little bit of that red gray. Yes, the light fasts are great. These are 2160. But I really like the Derwent products. I like the Color Soft as well as the Light Fast, and I do think the Color Soft and the Light Fast do blend together quite nicely. That's, of course, my own opinion. This one is Lavender Ash, which is 2160. You can be silly here all you like. This one is 2161, which is Rose Quartz. Yeah, the Color Soft, the Drawing, and the Light Fast are really, really good sets of pencils in the Derwent lines. This one is 2162, which is Fell Mist. A really nice light gray. $21.63 is Moon Rock. Yes. This one is 2170, which is Slate Gray. Make sure I don't mess that up. And this one is 2180, which is Winter Lake. This is 2190, which is Oxford Gray. That's pretty. I like the blue undertone in that. It's a pretty color. I like grays too, so. This one is platinum, which is 2200. Well, that's an interesting. Huh. I wonder if that'll change when you sharpen it. It's got this funky, weird brown color in it. And I'm just wondering if it's something that I picked up off of the tray and if it'll sharpen out. It's interesting. Yes, Inktense are finicky. So that's again 2200, which is platinum. 2210 is charcoal gray. I do find with the Inktense that I have more control over them if I use either the Tombow blender pen or a water brush. Um, I find that the alcohol marker to blend them, to activate them, makes them a little duller than I like. It works, it definitely does work, and it works really well, but it does dampen the color a little bit for me. So this one is 2220, which is natural or neutral gray. It's got a bit of a purple in it. Oh no, my hands are fine. Hello butterflies. This is 2300, which is black. And this is 2400, which is white. Which on a black spot will show up white, hopefully. And then we have four metallics. So we have 2500, which is silver. Derwent put out a set of metallics, an anniversary set of metallics, a couple of years ago, and those are really nice. I do like those metallics. These ones are crumbling a little bit for the silver anyway. Not quite sure I like that. but the silver did crumble slightly. All right, Britt, have a great night. Thanks for coming and hanging out. This one is 2600, which is gold, which when I was doing the coloring with them, I did find this is more of a bronze color than a gold, in my opinion. I like a nice bright yellow gold, where this is more of a reddish, bronzy kind of color. So more of a copper, I think. Definitely not as gold as I would call it. And then we have silver mint, which is 2700. Which is a silver with a little tiny tinge of green in it. Not as crumbly as the silver, but it's a really soft pencil, so you have to be careful how hard you press on it. And then last but not least is ice blue 2800. And we got through the entire 150 in just over 2 hours. Definitely not as quick as I'd normally swatch on the speed swatch because it's not sped up. So now you see how long it takes me to swatch 250 pencils. And that's just my initial swatch. I have to go through them and rearrange them and then re-swatch them. So I'm going to zoom it out for you so you can see the different colors and the different color families. As you can see, it looks a little more wonky than, let's zoom it in a bit. It's looking all out of focus here. So there's a bunch of different colors that aren't in what I would call the correct family order or the correct color order because I do like to go from light to dark. So I will move around quite a few of those just so that I can get them into the color order that I would prefer them to be in. There's some really nice shades, nice colors in there, some great pinks, some really nice purples, great set of blues. Another set that I do feel is a little heavy on the blue. Not as heavy on the green as some sets are, but it is really heavy on the blue. Not heavy enough on the red as usual. But yeah, they laid down really, really nicely. I did not sharpen them before swatching them, so the color laydown and the intensity of color from them has been really nice. I will be going through them again, like I said, reordering, putting things into color order from light to dark, and I will put out a proper 150 swatch chart as well as a proper review and testing. All right, guys, so that is the Chromaflow 150 from Derwent. And yeah, I will be hopefully doing a proper review of them come this weekend sometime. If not this weekend, next weekend. All right, guys, with that, thank you all very much for watching. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye bye for now.